This is a Roland AF70, the anti-feedback modulator, whatever you want to call it. I've had this for a number of years. The power supply is an external transformer. The device itself is designed to kind of catch the feedback before it goes through your like PA system or your recording if you're doing all analog. It does have little dip switches, so it kind of is basically kind of like a noise gate or a limiter built in with a little more control. Pretty self-explanatory, your power, and then it has a peak indicator light, and you can kind of set the threshold with those switches as far as your kind of your peak. This was probably about 15 years old. They did make a rack mount attachment for this, and also Boss and Roland, which are the same company, had a way to where you could mount like 2 or 3 of these type of units together and take up like a rack space. The inputs and outputs, it does have 1/4 inch and XLR. It does have phantom power, and it has your mic decibel. You can do 0, -20, -40 on your input. Your output has normal and inverted ground, and also your decibel limit. Your AC jack from the transformer. This thing looks like it's new because it pretty much is new. In the last like 15, 17 years of owning this, I might have used it for an hour. If you are a guitarist and that, you probably don't have a use for it. These are more for like the vocal end of it, and also if you're doing more studio stuff as far as kind of strictly analog. With your digital processors and your digital recording gear, a lot of this type of stuff is built into it in the software. So these have kind of gone by the wayside. They're great for, say, traveling. If you are doing lots of different gigs, maybe you'll do a small hall, then you'll do like a single room, or then you'll go to a bar where you're doing multiple size venues and the acoustics are way different in each one. That's kind of where this may come in handy. But more so, again, in my opinion, more for the vocalist or your mics for your vocals. Because most of your guitars, if you're miking your amp still, that's going straight to the soundboard. And your bass, most bass players are using direct boxes, are going straight to the board. So that's kind of an overview of the features. Give you an idea of its purpose anyway.